Hello, we're going to look at this video, which is to produce an eco enzyme from your waste material from your fruit peel cuttings and vegetable cuttings. This is the vegetable cuttings and fruit cuttings that you should collect in order to make this eco enzyme. You have to cut them up into small pieces so that it can be put inside the bottle that you're going to use. So now to it we have to add brown sugar or molasses actually. So in this video we use brown sugar, and it's quite easy to find brown sugar. So for water we use about half a liter. This is a 1 liter bottle, which we filled up with water, and it has to be clean water, either distilled water or don't use tap water because there's chlorine in there. So we use clean what you call distilled water, or you can harvest rainwater and filter it and use the rainwater that you keep. Okay, that's the water, that's the fruit peel, and the brown sugar. We have the brown sugar as well. These are the 3 items that you're going to use to produce your eco enzyme. Okay. Right. Okay, now we do some weighing. Normally I wouldn't bother to weigh, just estimate, but in this case, since we are doing it as a video, we're going to show that it has a weight, 300 grams there, and then we have to weigh the sugar as well. With 300 grams of peels and vegetable cuttings, we use brown sugar. Okay, reset the measuring, the way has to be reset, and then we use the amount of sugar is only 100 grams. Okay, so 1/3 of the peel, that's the amount of sugar you use. Okay, now you can get started. You need to put in the sugar into the water. Now it would be very useful if we have a bottle with a bigger mouth actually. I like to use a bottle, fat bottles with bigger mouth, so that it's easier to put in the ingredients, and not so tedious. But here in this video he's using the mineral, he's recycling the mineral water bottle. So now we get all the sugar in to be dissolved. You can see the water has turned slightly brownish, yellowish from the brown sugar that we have put in. Okay, now you can add in the fruit peels, and it's good if you cut it into small pieces, much easier to put into the bottle, all of it. Now it's a bit of a challenge with a small mouth bottle, and normally if I have a bigger mouth bottle, much easier to pour it in, to just put it in. Okay, so now this is what needs to be done. So you add in the fruit peels and the vegetable cuttings, ones that you collect every day. Actually it's good to have a bowl of with a cover that you keep by your sink. It's good to keep that by your side, so that every time you do any fruit peeling or any vegetable cutting, then all this, the waste material, vegetable cuttings and fruit peels, can go into that bowl, and you can collect daily this valuable material to do your eco enzyme. I do collect my vegetable cuttings and fruit peels to do for my composting. But if I have nice well, fruit peels especially, I like to put them in this to do the eco enzyme once in a while. Yeah, so now you can cover it with your bottle top, and it needs to be shaken, turned upside down, so that all the water and the sugar gets to all the pieces of cuttings that you've got inside there. Okay, that's so it's seeped inside. Now this bottle can be kept inside a dark cupboard. It usually take about 3 weeks to produce the enzyme. You can actually go and look at it every week, and occasionally you actually have to open the top to let out the gas that actually is produced during the process. Now, the water, the extraction, the enzyme, the fermentation of these food materials, plant materials will produce this enzyme, and the enzyme is having this nice color, plus it has a vinegary smell. It shouldn't smell bad, it smells like vinegar. So once in a while, over the period of time, you open the bottle top, let out the gas, and then shake it up again and put it back, and wait for the enzyme to be produced. You can actually see it gradually being produced in the bottle as when you go and shake it up and open the bottle top, more or less. And in our climate, it takes not too long for the enzymes to be produced. Maybe in colder climates it might take a longer time, but in the tropics, eco enzymes